Hello YouTube, welcome back to Jerry's NBA Talk TV. I'm NBA Jerry and thank you for watching. I wanted to talk to you guys about some different things as far as being a closer in the NBA or being a finisher. You know, some of the best players in the NBA's like your Kobe Bryant's, your LeBron James, and your Dwayne Wade's, the guys that are standing behind me. They're known as great players, and the reasons why they're known as great players because obviously all the things they do on the court, but also they finish the game. Kobe's considered by a lot of people being the best closer in the NBA, and because he hits game-winning shots and stuff like that. But the main reason why they call these people closers is because they finish the game strong. They finish it. And also in basketball, when you got when you're teaching elementary kids or any level, whether you use your right hand or left hand, like I talked about in the other video, you want to finish strong. So when you make a good move, it doesn't matter how good the move is if you don't finish. You want to finish the play, finish the layup or whatever. And it got me to thinking about real life, as far as finishing. And as you know, if you don't finish what you start, if you don't know this or not, you're considered a quitter. That's kind of being a quitter. And as we all know, we know the saying, winners never quit and quitters never win. So if you're doing things in your home or things in your personal life and you start doing a task and you don't finish it, whether you know it or not, psychologically, you quit at it. And it's just a psychological thing that's into you that says, man, you didn't finish it, and it turns out it could give you a loser's mentality, a quitter's mentality. We don't want you to have that. So a lot of people's problem is that they never finish anything they started. And the reason why they don't finish is because they go to one task, plan to do it, and then start doing another thing. And they're not focusing on what they're doing. Their phone will ring, or they get a text message, or something will happen, and they'll just leave the task behind. And they'll start focusing on something else. That's the wrong mentality to have. Okay? Studies have actually shown that most, if not all, of your fatigue doesn't come from working too hard. You're not getting tired because you're working too hard. Your fatigue, really, it comes from not finishing your work. Okay, fatigue is mostly mental, and I tell people this all the time. Just like the NBA, the NBA, in my opinion, is 10% talent and skill, and the rest, the 90%, is mental. You have to have a strong mental mentality to play in the NBA. And it's the same thing. If you get tired, now I'm not saying that your body doesn't get tired. Of course, it's going to get tired, but if you tell yourself you're not tired, you mentally tell yourself that you're not going to be tired. The great author William James once wrote, and I quote, "Nothing is so fatiguing as the hanging on of an uncompleted task," unquote. So when you hang on to things that you haven't finished, it fatigues you. To believe that you're a good finisher, in my opinion, and change your belief about you not being a good finisher, if you're not a good finisher now, you have to have a personal record of completed tasks. Okay? What I want you guys to do, if you're having troubles with completing tasks, before you go to bed, I want you to write a to-do list. Write your things down you have to do. But then in a small section in there, or you can write it on a separate piece of paper, I want you to write at the top of the page, "I am a finisher." Now mentally what that's doing is you're already telling yourself you're a finisher. Because remember, you are what you say you are, and you are what you believe. Okay? Writing is very important. Very, very important. You do it at school all the time to remember things and things like that. And also when you're at work, some people that have certain jobs, you write things down for your boss and you write things down for your teachers. They're not more important than you, so make sure to write things down for yourself. Now, what I want you to do is underneath that "I am a finisher" on that page, I want you to set small, realistic goals and tasks for the day. But the most important thing is finish them. But make sure they're realistic and small. Now, what I want you to do is once you do that task, or you're doing that task, I want you to stay in the now. And what I mean by that is don't worry about that you haven't done it before, or don't worry about what's going to happen in the future if you don't do it or anything like that. Focus on what you're doing now. When focusing on your task, don't worry about any of those things I just said. All you have is now. The past is gone, the future is not here yet. All you have is now. And I told you this before. Your time is the most important thing that you have. Focus on what you have right now. If you have a hard task or a big task that you put underneath that "I'm a good finisher" list, start off slow. Okay? Because if it's a hard thing and it's a big thing and it's going to take a long time, start off nice and slow. The reason why I want you to start off nice and slow because you go fast and you're moving up, you're going to mentally fatigue yourself and you're going to get tired and it's going to look too big. What I want you to do is I want you to break it up. So here's an example. Say, for instance, you have to clean up your garage or clean up your bedroom. So let's use your bedroom, okay? And your bedroom's a mess and you know it's a mess. Well, what you do is you say, well, you know what? Today I'm going to clean off my dresser. Just clean off your dresser. And then when you're cleaning off your dresser, don't worry about the floor. Don't worry about the bed. Don't worry about the closet. Don't worry about anything else but your dresser. And when you're cleaning your dresser, clean it the best you can. Take your time and do the best job you can. Once you finish that, you're a finisher. You're done. You did it. And then what you do is when you write down your list of things that you've accomplished as far as being a finisher, you write that down. I clean my dresser. Now, if you section off your room for 5, 6, 7, 8 sections, however long it takes, and you do that each section and clean it good, then your whole room is going to be clean. Now, it may take a week or two or however long it takes, but guess what? You still have a clean room. If you didn't do those things in that week or two span, you probably have a dirty room. So do one thing at a time and give it 100% of your focus on that task at that time. Don't worry about the past and don't worry about the future. Worry about what you're doing now. We motivate ourselves by finishing things. When we finish things, we become winners. Psychologically, we become winners. So be a winner, finish what you started, and I guarantee you guys, and I promise you this, you will permanently be a winner and a finisher, and you'll be glad you did it. Okay? Thanks. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. And I'm going to say this again. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. The only one that can stop you from doing something is you. So don't be your worst enemy. Don't get in your own way. You can do it. And remember, folks, always, always treat people how you want to be treated, and everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.